Hey there, dino enthusiasts. Welcome to our adventure into the prehistoric world of dinosaurs. Today, we're tackling one of the most common questions asked by kids. Did dinosaurs ever appear in the Bible? It's a question that sparks curiosity for so many, and today we're going to dig deep and see if we can find an answer. But before we get there, let's take a quick trip back in time and explore the different types of dinosaurs that once roamed our planet. Welcome to Bible Creatures Unveiled. Dinosaurs were incredible creatures that ruled the earth many years ago, but not all dinosaurs were the same, far from it. In fact, they came in many different shapes, sizes and types. Let's start with the basics. There are two major groups of dinosaurs, Saurischia and Ornithischia. First up, we have the Saurischia, or lizard-hipped dinosaurs. This group is split into two categories, theropods and sauropods. Theropods, like the fearsome Tyrannosaurus rex and the swift Velociraptor, were bipedal predators. They hunted other dinosaurs, and some even had feathers. Then there are the sauropods, the giant, long-necked, plant-eating dinosaurs like Brachiosaurus and Apatosaurus. These massive creatures could grow up to 100 feet long and weigh as much as 20 elephants. Now let's talk about the other major group, Ornithischia, or bird-hipped dinosaurs. These dinosaurs were mostly herbivores, and they came in all sorts of sizes and shapes. For example, the famous Stegosaurus with its iconic spiked tail and bony plates along its back. Then we have the Triceratops, a dinosaur with 3 distinct horns and a frill around its neck. And let's not forget about the Ankylosaurus, a heavily armoured dinosaur that looked like a walking tank. From the tiny, fast Compsognathus to the towering Spinosaurus, dinosaurs were as diverse as any group of animals we have today. They came in all shapes, sizes and behaviours, making them one of the most fascinating creatures to ever walk the earth. Now back to the big question, did dinosaurs appear in the Bible? Well, that's a tough one. Dinosaurs, as we know them today, aren't explicitly mentioned in the Bible. The term dinosaur itself wasn't even coined until the 19th century. In fact, the word dinosaur was first used by Sir Richard Owen in 1842, long after the Bible was written. However, some people believe that certain creatures described in the Bible could have been dinosaurs, or at least resemble them. Let's take a look at a few of these. In the Old Testament, there is a creature called the Behemoth, described in the book of Job. The description in Job 40:15-24 includes details about its immense size, strength, and its tail, which is described as being like a cedar tree and living by the Jordan River. Job 40 verses 15-18 states, "Look at Behemoth, which I made along with you, and which feeds on grass like an ox. What strength it has in its loins, what power in the muscles of its belly. Its tail sways like a cedar, the sinews of its thighs are close-knit. Its bones are tubes of bronze, its limbs like rods of iron." Some have suggested that the behemoth could be a description of a sauropod, like a Brachiosaurus or Apatosaurus. And then there's the Leviathan. Job 41:1-34 reads, "Can you pull in Leviathan with a fish hook or tie down its tongue with a rope? Can you put a cord through its nose or pierce its jaw with a hook? Will it keep begging you for mercy? Will it speak to you with gentle words?" This sea creature is described as a fearsome and powerful being with armour-like scales. Some people believe that this could be a reference to a giant aquatic dinosaur, or maybe even a marine reptile like an ichthyosaurus. However, it's important to note that the Bible was not intended to be a science textbook. The creatures mentioned in these ancient texts were often symbolic or mythical in nature. Many scholars believe that the Behemoth and Leviathan are symbolic or mythological creatures, meant to represent God's power over the forces of nature, rather than literal descriptions of dinosaurs or specific animals. The creatures could also represent real animals known to the people of the time, such as the hippopotamus, crocodile, or even large reptiles, rather than extinct dinosaurs. The interpretation depends largely on whether one reads the text literally or symbolically. Some believe these creatures are poetic representations of God's creation, while others believe they may have been real animals whose characteristics were exaggerated over time. So, while dinosaurs aren't specifically named in the Bible, it's possible that certain descriptions could be interpreted as referring to them. Ultimately, it's up to personal beliefs and interpretations. If you are looking for more detailed information about this from a Christian perspective, then I recommend the video from Sevenfold Films, The Ark and the Darkness. You will find the video link below. To wrap things up, dinosaurs were real, amazing creatures that roamed our planet many years ago. Whether or not they're mentioned in the Bible is a topic of debate, but one thing is for sure, they've captured the imagination of kids and adults everywhere for generations. So, next time someone asks you about dinosaurs in the Bible, you'll have a better idea of the different kinds of dinosaurs that existed, and you can have a thoughtful conversation about how different cultures have interpreted ancient texts. Thanks for joining me on this dino-filled adventure. Keep being curious and keep asking great questions. Who knows what we'll discover next time? See you in the next video, Dino lovers. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more exciting adventures into the past.